Justice League Power Rangers issue 2, Tom Taylor and Stephen Byrne on this one. So yeah, I had read most of this.
You only read issue 2 this time, right?
Yes. I read most of this last week. Turns out I only had like 3 pages left to actually read for this week, because there was no thingy breaks. And I actually, Connor told me what the last page of issue 2 was, and even then I almost kept going because it just wasn't that obvious in the book. But yes, so issue 1 ended with Pterodactyl having the Batmobile, for anyone keeping track here, and then we so the rest of the team we have to fight these other things. Superman has his funny moment here where he's like, "Miss, I'm going to have to ask you to land a pterodactyl," which is a very good line of dialogue. But we get a bit of the Justice League Power Rangers fight. We get Green Lantern, John Stewart trying to cage them calling their Zords to break the bubble.
And even from the Justice League side, at this point already, they're acknowledging that I don't think they're actually evil. I don't think they know what Batman is.
Yeah.
They're let's take it easy on them. Let's not, go overboard.
Yeah.
So John just tries to contain them in a green bubble, and they're having none of it.
Yeah. They call the Zords, and it's just so funny how everyone's Zord's crap versus the Dragon Zord. They're all cool enough, but it's like the Dragon Zord literally is designed to go toe to toe with a Megazord on his own. So I don't know. It's funny to me. I'm putting my Zord opinions out there. I also love that, the T-Rex is the coolest dinosaur, so the Red Ranger, the leader, gets the coolest dinosaur. And then someone said, how do we do a cooler Zord for the Green Ranger? And went, what's better than a T-Rex? And someone just went, Godzilla. So that's what we get.
Pretty much.
So yeah, some cool action with Green Lantern fighting some of the Zords. What I love here, though, is when the Red Ranger... Again, the art here is glorious from Byrne with the T-Rex Zord, blasting things with its lasers and whatnot. But I love the Flash vibrating into the cockpit of the Zord. I love
the panel above it, actually, of the Flash going through the legs and then up the tail.
Yeah, no, it's just really well sequenced. But I love the Red Ranger being like, what?
What just happened?
What's going on? And it's just at this point where Superman breaks up the fight. It seems that with the help of the lasso and Kimberly, they've assessed that these are not threats, that we should all be playing nice. And it's a bit of a running joke in this issue that everyone's saying, yeah, we get it, Batman doesn't look a good guy, and it's like, why doesn't he smile? Good guy smile. It's all very weird.
It is just poking fun at the idea of brooding Batman that we've had for decades now.
And the cliffhanger at the end of this scene, of course, is, well, we can't just leave. We could just leave, but we can't because we brought through Zed, and he's dangerous.
We kind of feel responsible for that one.
Yeah, which is where we cut to Zed, and this is a great little sequence here where he's landed somewhere. He's on a different planet because there's these little aliens, and he's trying to talk to them, and they mention, what did they say? Please, Cam, don't draw attention to us. He will know. So it's the idea that there's a figure that they're scared of. And then you see the shadow implying the scale. And it's just this moment where you say, oh, they're in a bottled city. This is like a Brainiac city. And sure enough, Zod... But this is the thing. Zed. Easy slip to make. But, of course, what's the whole thing that they have in Power Rangers? Both him and Rita. Make my monster grow. So he pulls out one of his orb things that he always used to use. And he makes himself grow to full size. Which, from the context of what he's in and the shrunken, is back to normal size.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he breaks out the bottle, and I legitimately thought, I had to check, because I legitimately thought the final page of this second issue was the full page spread of Zod looking face to face with Brainiac. I thought, oh, that's a great cliffhanger. It's like, okay, we've introduced to what the villain crossover is going to be now at the end of issue 2. Makes complete sense.
It does feel like the ending.
It does.
And then there's a handful more pages.
Yeah, because they actually, make a deal. Basically, it says like, hey, you still cities, eh? We could get on, and does it have to be a city from this Earth? Because I've got a nice little city that these pesky Power Rangers all inhabit. You could have that city.
And Brandon's like, do you know what? Different dimensions sound fun. Let's go take one of those.
Yeah. So basically, Zed uses his growing tech, if whatever you want to call it, the power, his orbs, to enlarge a bunch of beasts, and we get this big 2-page layout of like all these giant like octopuses and shit attacking various.
I think
cities.
the choice to use octopi, was a very intentional reference with Watchmen, right?
Sure, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that being the big climax of that book, and this here, kind of going, this is the threat that kind of brings the Justice League and Power Rangers to fight on the same side against. It's the giant squids. I think that's a nice touch.
Yeah, I think this is just, and we've seen this a lot from Tom Taylor with Deceased, but the idea that he's really good at taking lots of parts of the mythologies and sort of like throwing them together and like making us smile because, him saying, oh, so he's teamed up with a DC villain, but he can make anything grow to like monster kaiju size, and that's what they do. They take these alien-looking octopus and just like, okay, let's make them huge. So it makes complete sense. So I'm excited to see what else he kind of mashes and mixes together, and I mean, I've not read. I might have read issue 3 back when it came out. I can't really remember, but I definitely didn't read the back half of it. So I'm very curious to see if we end up with like do the Justice League control some Zords at some point, or do we I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last page of this is after that reveal of all the monsters. They're just right. We'll stay and fight.
Yeah, it's just them realizing that this is going on, and they're like, okay, let's go, let's team up, and that's basically it.
But I will say one of my favorite panels of the issue is in this page. It's the really simple panel of Superman, flying off, calling in the reserves, and he's mostly in silhouette. You've just got the red kind of shining through the cape and the belt and the edge of the logo that you can see, and he's on this orange background, just showing the speed that he's traveling at. It's just such a simple panel, but it's gorgeous.
All right, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's a really solid, fun issue.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 too. Can't really dispute that one.